Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX. Welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Ranger. In the last episode, we did our first mission as an official Pokemon Ranger. It was just delivering newspapers. We also got our first Pokemon partner in Pachirisu. In this episode, strange noises are coming from Marine Cave at Nabiki Beach. There was some weird, just like the one I was saying here, there's some weird incidences on the beach before, so maybe this is related. Who knows? There were some strange noises back then. You can kind of hear a little bit of a hum. We might actually find out more about that in this episode. So let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, by the way, all the Pokemon I had with me before are still in my parties. So you do not lose Pokemon in your parties in this game, unlike the first game. So that's a thing. Anyway, we're gonna get right underway. Actually, wait, before we get underway, there actually is a couple new Pokemon assists in our glossary here. So we're actually gonna quickly check those out because we'll be seeing those in a moment. So we have not Pokemon Assist Water. We have Pokemon Assist Rock now, which you can flick Gravel, so you just sort of flick it, and you can throw Gravel in their face to do damage. Actually, a fairly good power, in my opinion. I'll show you why later, but there's your matchups right there. Pokemon Assist Electric is our partner power that we have now, so it just basically drops a Thunderbolt that'll stun people. We'll also be using that later on to show that. And oh, I guess Water is something we haven't seen yet, so we'll be checking out Water in a bit, too. And then there's also some status effects that we haven't actually gotten an explanation for. So Paused is a status effect which will make it unable to do any attacking moves. They can still move, but they can't do attacking moves, so that's a thing. Tired will basically make it so that they won't, their friendship gauge won't drain, which isn't really the most useful status effect, because you're usually more worried about people going after your face. Slowed, also not so useful because they can still attack, so that's a bit of a, it slows them down. And then Stopped, which is basically is the best status effect because it stops them from moving or attacking. So generally, whatever the first one was, I don't remember off the top of my head, and Stopped are the good ones. Paused, I think, or whatever the one that makes them stop attacking. A very good power to use. Now we head down here, and this guy's like, whoa, something strange is being... Here's some noise. We need to step up our game. Actually, if you look on the map actually is different now. That whole part to the left actually didn't exist before, so the tide actually went out, and there's actually a bit more room on the beach now, so that's a thing. Anyways, something else that's introduced, field damage is actually a thing in this game that wasn't in the previous game. If you, certain Pokemon can do attacks that'll actually damage you if you, in the field and do damage to you outside the battle screen. So, in this case, if you step in the pool of water, you take damage, as you can see, which makes Shellos a big pain in the butt. If you actually look at the glossary, it'll explain a little bit more about this as well, and I'm actually going to take the time to do that, because even though there's a lot to do this episode, this is a very important new aspect. I guess it's under field, I'm assuming. Come on, there we go, scroll down. Field damage. So you can be exposed to danger. The Stellar absorbs the damage that you take, but you can game over if you run out of Stellar energy. So Pokemon will attack, or they'll leave behind trails like that. There can be different things that'll happen. So there's also some traps in the field that'll happen. Basically, you can take damage in the field. That's what's important. Anyway, we haven't caught a Shellos yet, so let's get our first water type finally. It's long overdue. So circle, 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 and you'll get yourself a Shellos. We're going to want to grab a water type to bring in there. Before we go do that, though, I'm actually going to go ahead and give us a chance to show off the water assist on a Bidoof or something. Because that's a thing we're going to... Because it's important to have, you know... I want to go ahead and be thorough and show off all of the assists while I can. Water assist isn't one I use too often, just because I don't really like it that much. But we'll go ahead and show it off. I know it's going to be a long episode, but whatever. So... you can hold it and make a big bubble, you flick it. I said you flick it, and it does damage and slows them, as you can see. So, or you can flick it for smaller bubbles that'll do less damage. So, we've seen an explanation of that before, but I figured I'd just show it off in my own time, just as a thing to do. So, before we head in there, we should capture another Shellos. Be very careful about approaching Shellos, because the pools can do damage to you. So, do be careful. No, it's going to do its attack, whatever. We already S-ranked it. I don't even care. I'm not even mad. The side perk of this is actually we're leveling up our partner gauge as well, which is a nice thing to have just as reserve in case emergencies happen. And this is where the game starts getting decently tricky at some points. So I don't need really... I guess we'll keep one of you just in case. I don't like the grass assist, so we'll get rid of that one. Because we don't need tackle for anything. Crush actually Crush will come in handy. So... we'll keep the Crush. But the other thing I want to do is head up here, because there's actually a Glameow up here. Glameow, I guess it's Glameow, because, you know, cat. Actually, very important that you capture this beforehand, so just go ahead, do your little circles, capture the Glameow, take it in with you. You're going to need something that has cut, and it actually does have cut. Plus, it's a new Pokemon. So, add that to our database, and we can continue onward. So, as you can see, the path to the cave is opened up here. We can head over this way. Do we have a... We don't have a Pichu with us right now. We don't have a heal. We'll grab a heal inside here at some point. I'm not too concerned. I want to have the Crush with me just because I think it will speed up the process a little bit, if I remember, possibly. I don't remember if Crush is needed or not. If it's not, then whatever. I'm not too worried about my health. We'll find more Pichus in here. So you can see the screen is purple and there's that noise again. Very sinister pulsing noises are happening. This is an introduction to something we're going to be encountering all game. Where basically, it's pulses that drive Pokemon insane and sort of just hypnotize them. You can see that they're kind of that crazy circle pattern that Pachirisu, Starly, and Munchlax were before. So, it does hint that it kind of was the same effect, although it seems a bit stronger here. But what this will end up doing is, if you capture any of these Pokemon while you're in the areas of the purple fog noise thing, you won't actually, well, you'll see right now. Basically, you'll capture them, but instead of being added to your party, they'll just automatically be released. You can't actually befriend them, so you can't use them for field powers. So, interesting how that works. It's definitely a bit of a new mechanic that we're going to have to deal with throughout the game. So, what's causing this pulse, though? Well, that's actually our mission here, is to stop that pulse. Now, the reason you want to bring something of cut is because, well, you can't get anything of cut in here because of the pulse. So you need to bring something of cut outside. You can't use that Zubat, you actually have to use a Glameow, or I think Tailo has cut, I think. It's the only thing that would make sense. Yeah, so it probably has cut. So you can bring one of those in here instead to cut the wood fence and allow you to proceed. There's nothing over to the right there. What's the... Yeah, Crawford, Crawford, what do you have to say? What's the back of the kit? Stop making jokes. You fool! Anyway, there's really nothing over here of note, so... Yeah, just making sure I'm not missing anything important. So let's head over this way. The noise gets a bit louder here, because we're close to the thing that's causing it. He's starting to seem a little panicked for a professional ranger. We seem a bit more calm than him. Jeez, Crawford, get on my level. Over here is actually a rock that you actually can use Crush for, so good. I actually was correct to bring a thing of Crush. Awesome! I guessed correctly. So, always good to have a bit of every ability on hand, just because it definitely will come in handy in times. Over here, we'll find a rock that actually requires 2 soak to have. This, unfortunately, is only 1 soak, so we can't access it yet, but we can very soon. Our 1 soak will come in handy, though, very shortly, so do keep a 1 soak on you. You will not regret it. So you head over here, and it seems that this red thing is the machine that's causing all the problems. So they're making them behave strangely. They all seem to be in pain. They're hurting the Pokemon! We have to save them by stopping the machine! But how are we going to stop it? Well, we're going to use our data by basically touching it and seeing that we have to use a 2-soak on this as well. So basically our goal right now is to find a 2-soak. So we head up here. As you can see, the purple is gone, so we can actually start catching Pokemon again. We'll definitely grab a Pichu while we're here, just for safety. So we're out of range of the machine. We can capture befriend Pokemon if we need them. If we head over here, actually, you'll notice oh, I guess I thought they'd hear the cry, but apparently you don't. He hears a cry, though, and it sounds like a Gastrodon. Well, if Shellos is Soak 1, Gastrodon has to be Soak 2. So we need something that can crush this boulder. It's Crush 2, so we're going to need to find something that has Crush 2. Crawford actually mentions a Nosepass will do that. In the meantime, we saw these Geodudes curl up in a ball, and we need to use Soak in order to get rid of them. So, let's catch yourself a Geodude here. Hi, Geodude! And because we'll have Geodude, we'll actually be able to show off the Rock Pokemon Assist while we're here as well. So, go us. Anyway, Geodude, how's it going? As you can see, it's about to attack a rock, but if you are fast enough, you can actually grab him. That's going to stop happening really soon. We're not going to be able to just blitz to get S ranks. They're going to have to be a bit more clever than that, or a bit stronger in level. We're definitely going to not be able to do that very soon. But we do get a level up, so that's good. Up to level 7, was that? Hurrah for 7! So we get a Geodude. I'll grab the Pichu on the way back. Because, hello. Oh, you know what? Okay. Actually, ooh, hey, a Squirtle. You're new and exciting. You know what? I'll get one of these Zubats out of the way now, though, and use the opportunity to show off our Rock Pokemon Assist. So, because it is super effective against them, and that's always good. So, like I said, Rock Pokemon Assist, you basically flick gravel at things to do damage. As you can see, you can do a lot of damage really fast. Doesn't really cause a status effect. It just gives you a lot of damage. Doesn't really let you get a strong capture because, you know, you don't really... Oh, you actually do get a little bit of extra experience for using the good Pokemon Assist. Huh, you do. I was wrong on that. Get out. You know what? I'd run away, but you're not even worth it. Not even worth it. I'll just do my circles, and you can get out of my way, sir. So this is actually going fairly quickly. There is a lot I want to do in this episode, like I said, but all things considered, we're actually getting through this cave fairly quick. It's not actually a long mission. So we need, well, we should catch the Squirtle because it's new and exciting. We don't really need the soak for anything. It's just a one soak, but we will capture it regardless. And that noise actually means that we officially have our, partner assist power. So we can now use an electric assist if we want to. But yep, Squirtle, easy to capture, no big deal. Like I said, we're still kind of in the areas where the S-rank can get S-ranks really fast like that. Also, if you hear a little shaky noise, my vigorous circling is making my desk wobble. So this Pokemon, however, this is the first one where he'll actually won't be able to, he'll probably get an attack off before you can capture him. So you're going to kind of have to hold back like that. Didn't get a one loop. We'll actually be capturing this guy twice just because it's nice to have a 2-crush on you for, well, if you remember correctly, there is a 2-crush by the Pokemon Ranger School that we need to get at some point. So we'll actually be, I'll actually come back up here just to grab Nosepass a second time. Might not be a terrible idea. Actually, well, I'll try to get the Pokemon, whatchamacallit, get out of the way. So Nosepass, we'll break this. Well, actually, I'll actually try to get the S-rank on it. Like I said, not going for S-ranks on every Pokemon, just going to get all of them. S-ranks really serve no purpose in this game, unlike, besides bragging rights. So there's no reason to get all of it. I only like to get things when it actually gives me a benefit. Anyway, Gastrodon's in here. Watch out for the pools, as just like Shellos, because that'll happen. Let me capture you! There we go. Gastrodon is a bit tricky. Be careful about Gastrodon, because it will do a lot of attacks, and it takes a lot of circles to capture it at this point in the game. So, although he's not really, come on, faster! Oh my god, I actually managed to get him. As you can see, you can shoot mud out, you can shoot multiple water balls out, but that actually went very, very well. As you can see, they're worth a lot of experience, too. So, definitely a tougher Pokemon to capture. Not really, it's not one that's worth keeping in my party, just because there's other... I don't need a 2-soak for anything anytime soon, and, Zubat! Zubato! Stop it! You're annoying. Actually, wait, we don't need the Nosepass, because we're actually going to find a better option soon anyway. So why am I up here? I don't know. Whatever. Just get you out of the way. Get out of here. I don't run from battles. I circle my foes like a true hero. Alright, we're wasting time up here, though, so stop, done, leave, both of you, get out. So, actually, I don't even need Squirtle that much either, because that's right, there's actually another 2-crush Pokemon we can get pretty much right now. Rude! Pichu, because it's nice to have a Pichu in our party for its rechargeability. So, Pichu! Yay. Anyway, as you remember, there was something else we can get 2-soak with, and if you can imagine what the first rock gave us, well, you can kind of get a hint as to what our 2-crush ability thing is going to be soon. So let's go ahead and grab that Pokemon. So like, I don't actually need the Nosepass after all, which means I'm not going to S-rank it. I can always come back and S-rank it if I want to. Whatever. It's no big deal. So we head over here into this cave we unlocked over here, and we have the rock right here. Use Gastrodon on the rock, and we'll get ourselves a new Pokemon. One that actually does have 2-crush, so we can use that on the rock in the Pokemon School once that finally opens up. Don't forget, we also need to bring a thing of Soak over to the Pokemon School so we can get that Bonsly. But that will happen some other time, and with Shellos so easily accessible now, getting a Soak is really no big deal. So, Graveler is a Pokemon. You don't throw rocks at me. That's rude. You know what I do to rude things? Thank you for not hurting me. Can we stop with the... Nope, I'm not dodging that one. Okay. As you can see, these Pokemon actually hurt quite a bit, so unfortunately, if your starting point's kind of right next to where they're going to attack, you're kind of generally in trouble. So that's kind of what happened there. So we get a C rank because we took damage and we do it fast. And whatever. Like I said, just as long as they're in my browser, I don't care what the rank I get right now is. If I want a better rank, I can come back and get it on my own time. But, anyway, we do need to get another Soak again. This actually gives us a good opportunity to show off our Pokemon Assist Electric, because it is super effective against Gastrodon, even though it's a water ground in the games. It's only a water type, and this things only have one type in this game, so keep that in mind. So as we'll look, our Pokemon Assist actually is super effective. It's super effective. So drop a Lightning Bolt nearby, it'll stun them for quite a bit, and you can do lots and lots and lots of circles. Drop another Thunderbolt. Oh, the Pokemon Assist ran out before the stun got off. That was literally like a split second before the stun went off. That would have been perfectly timed, but whatever. As you can see, though, it's hard to use that assist and get a good ranking. So that's the only problem. Anyway, we don't need Squirtle. So we'll keep our Pichu for health and our Graveler because we do want the 2 Crush. Like I said, the 2 Soak could get another 2 Soak, but there's going to be access to another one before I would ever need it, as far as I can remember. So, and if I do, I'll just come back in the cave and get it. It's not too hard to come back and get it. So, we need the 2 Soak to get rid of this. Mission accomplished. We'll break the machine, and hopefully this will let the Pokemon recover and be okay. So, we destroy the machine. Huzzah! And, I guess we'll call that a mission clear. Because all the Pokemon, they escaped. They look so relieved to be free. We've investigated the mysterious noise. We've stopped the mysterious noise. And the success music is kind of playing. So, there we go. First kind of interesting mission of the game taken care of. We saved the Pokemon. But what is this strange machine? What's going on here? Who placed this here? Who made this machine? Well, it's a bit heavy, unfortunately, but we're going to take it back to base to find out. So he's going to actually call Almia strongest person. Whoa. Someone to beat Barlow in 3... Man, it's even stronger than Barlow. Who could that person possibly be? We're going to find out in like literally 2 seconds. So yeah, as far as I can think of, I don't need a 2-Soak. You know what? Just in the off chance I do need a 2-Soak for something, let's just catch it. I'm probably going to get rid of it by next episode, but I just feel better to have it. I like having the stronger things in my party just in case something does come up. I don't actually remember if there might be something I could use a 2-Soak now that I'm thinking about it. So just, I mean, it just takes like 2 seconds to capture one of these guys again. Nope. Don't hurt me. Plus, this actually charges my assist back up in case, on the off chance I need it for anything. So, why not? So, we'll just add another Gastrodon back to the party. Just because it's nice to have, because you can bring things anywhere now. We'll bring Gastrodon to a bit of a journey. Plus, it's kind of cool to just be followed by a bunch of badass Pokemon and a Pichu. Anyway, let's head back to base and wrap this this mission up. That being said, I'm not going to actually end the episode at the end of this mission because there's a couple things I could do. And while I'm generally not going to be doing these extra things after a mission, this one is just, they're so quick that it's not worth it. It's going to be like a 5-minute episode otherwise. So, hey, Big Bertha's here. She seems to be heading towards the cave. Could she be the strongest person in Almia? On-screen Lucky seems to think so. He seems a bit concerned by this turnabout. So, oh, little Tim. You're so silly. Marine Cave does not look like a good place to... I don't know about you, but I generally don't take my dates into caves. Generally doesn't sound like the best idea, but apparently in Pokemon World, that's what you do. So we really have nothing else to do right now except to head back to base and wrap this mission up here. So let's do just that. Heyo! Mission success! So we discovered a mysterious machine that makes them misbehave. Mission clear. You know what that means? That means a Ranger pose. Yeah, Ranger pose. And also, we're officially being promoted to Ranger Rank 1. So, new Ranger rank. That's kind of exciting. Get a nice new shiny Ranger rank. And this will also allow us to use Pokemon Assist Bug. I'll show Pokemon Assist Bug in the next episode, because that's when we're going to be able to see it. But whenever, like the previous game, whenever you're promoted, you'll get additional functionality for your styler. So we'll get more stuff, more partners, more assists, so on and so forth. Also, sounds like a certain someone is a hero. Oh man, hey look, it's Summerland. Nice little reference to the first game again. But yeah, Keith and Fiora making a good name for himself, so it looks like he's doing strong. Looks like he has a Floatzel, or is that a that looks like a what's the? It's not Floatzel, it's Weasel. It sounds like he has a Weasel for his partner Pokemon. That's exciting. Luana, you seem to like to save a lot. Anyways, before we can call today's episode done, though, it turns out we actually have an introduction to a new mechanic in the Ranger series. This, we just did a huge mission. Why do we have to do whatever? So, there's this thing called quests. There's side missions you can do that aren't a part of the main story, but do come with a perk for doing them, so we will be doing all of the quests because, well, A, they're necessary for 100%, and B, they're actually pretty darn helpful. So we'll see people going around with a ... flying above their heads. Oh, man. Because that's realistic. Plus, you can also access your quest menu at any point to see any quests that could potentially be around, which is a really nice system because if there's a quest on the other side of Almia, you can go here and check and be like, oh, I should go back to Vientown to talk to little Tim to get this quest. So there will be quests. Generally, after every mission, there'll be a few quests. Generally, I'll probably be devoting my own quick episodes in between missions, devoted only to quests. However, this quest is so short that I'm going to risk making this a longer video just to pile all in and not have like a 5-minute long video because I don't want to do this and then the next mission. It's just complicated. So we'll quickly just go ahead and take care of this. Well, since this quest is plot necessary, so we'll go ahead and do that. All you have to do basically is head to the farm and it's a quick thing to do. So we get a first ever quest. You can only do one quest at a time in this game, so do not take multiple quests. You can't actually do that. So you can also talk to the person to cancel the quest. So we head down to the south to go to this thing. It's our first ever quest! How exciting. So let's quickly go ahead and handle that, and we'll call it, well, the thing is, after you do this quest, there actually is another optional quest we can do. So I might try to squeeze that one in too, because it's really quick. Oh, his Miltank is acting up, and because Big Bertha is not around, blah, 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 blah. Miltank apparently is very skittish. Oh man, not the school milk. I drank that thing for years, probably. So we head out here, and this guy's like, oh man, that Miltank seems pretty angry, and he's a terrible farmer, so we have to go capture the Miltank. I'm ready for the capture. If you say no, he's like, no! Actually, oh yeah, that's right. If you say no during the quest, he's like, you have to accept my quest. I'm scared of Pokemon. So that earlier choice of not accepting the quest is just one of those false negatives where you have to, don't you, no, don't hurt me. Oh, I took damage. How sad. Well, whatever. I'm not sure if you ever have a chance to capture a Miltank ever again, but like I said, I'm not really too concerned about getting perfects. So, calm the Miltank down. Just watch out for his charging like that, because it barely touched the tip and it still hurt me. I forgot it does that. Oh well, mission clear. Or quest clear, technically, Ranger Pose. So every time you complete a quest, though, you get confirmation that you completed the quest, and you actually earn some power-up data. So that whole styler screen that we had before, that styler status screen, actually is a screen for obtaining new styler data, such as grass defense. So now our styler will take 3 less damage from any grass attack in the game. So basically, as you do these quests, your styler will be upgraded to become stronger and stronger, which is pretty cool. So there we go, quest complete. Thank you, children. Oh man, we're so cool! Oh man, we can do milk. Oh man, our Miltank. Actually, let's talk to little Tim. Little Tim, why are you such a coward? Why you gotta be like that? Yeah, we saved your butt, sir. Anyway, milk pudding is tasty. Yes, indeed it is, kid. Now, the thing is, we actually do have, as much as I hate making this a long episode, we do have another quest we can do, and it's a really quick one, so I'm gonna throw this in this episode as well. As you can see from the quest marker, actually, the girl actually is in Chacol Village. So we gotta mosey all the way down there. Not that it's a far jaunt. And like I said, the thing is, these quests I could have thrown in its own video, but it literally would have been like a 5-minute video. And I want to start it with a mission. Generally, what's gonna happen is I'll be doing the mission in a video or two, and then doing the quests in its own separate video in between things. This is kind of the exception, just because you get 2 really short quests to do. So they want to investigate the bridge near the school. Cries are coming under the bridge. Blah, 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 blah. So let's go investigate the bridge near the school. It's a quest! Oh man. So yeah, this is how basically quests work. You run over here, you grab a quest, and you then go do the quest. So now we're going to head to the bridge by the school. I'm normally going to be cutting out travel time, but because this is just such a short little travel time, it's going to be a 30-second travel time, so whatever. So we'll quickly go ahead, travel, get this quest done, and then end the episode. So apologies again for the lengthy episode. I know most of you guys don't mind, but I know some of you are like, ew, half-hour-long episode, ew. So I do appreciate you guys sticking through these ones. It's kind of tough to split episodes like this about making either like a really short episode or just awkwardly cut episodes. But anyway, all you have to do is head to the bridge, and they show up, and they're like, that can't be a Pokemon. There's ghosts under the bridge. Oh man, is scary. But actually, the thing of the bridge is just a Floatzel. You can hear the Floza. It's a Floatzel. So, wow, we did so much work to help prove that it was... You don't even have to capture it, by the way. It just shows up and it's like, it's a Pokemon! Oh man, they were just teasing us. Let's all be friends through our douchery. That's literally all I have to do for the quest. That's why I wanted to do it in this episode, because it literally takes 2 seconds. So, yay! That was a totally good use of my time. So generally I'll be doing every quest I can in between missions, just because you get power-up data, and it makes me stronger. And actually, both a grass and water defense is helpful for the next episode, so it's good to get these two early on, because you see a lot of grass, a lot of water types, and it will definitely be kind of nice to have. So water defense, huzzah, 3 less water damage. So we'll get more interesting sort of power-ups along the way as well. But for the most part, it's a lot of type resist. So eventually, we'll be able to resist all the types, so that's cool. But you'll get some other interesting stuff too. So the quests are definitely worth it. Plus, like I said, in order to get 100%, you do need to do all the quests. So they're just part of the game. Oh, that's a thump. What could that have possibly been? Well, it looks like shenanigans are going on here. Big Bertha, so strong, brought this in here on one shoulder. So strong, Crawford couldn't even budge that thing. So it was making the noise. What is this thing? Like I said, we're going to be finding out more about that in the next episode. So Pokemon under hypnosis, who is hypnotizing the Pokemon? Elaine wants to take it apart, but Professor Hastings is going to get a chance to look at it first. He is unfortunately not here right now, but once he gets back, he's going to be all over that. We're going to figure out what this machine does. For now, though, it looks like we have to just go back to our usual ranger duties. So we'll talk to Barlow to advance the plot to the next day. But we don't really, we're not going to do that until the next episode. So what's going to happen next time? What is this machine? What sort of sinister goings-on are happening here? Well, we'll find out soon, guys. This is LuckySevenDX signing out. Stay tuned for the next episode of Pokemon Ranger Shadows of Almia. Bye-bye.